But why, and I'm just guessing by what you said earlier on, why do you support an inequality that if I had to say I don't work for a union, I know unions have a lot of votes, and pensions are not taxed, but if I have to save for my own retirement, that money will be taxed. Where is the equality or equity in that?
Well, the question was, where's the equality or equity in taxing 401ks or those kinds of devices versus pensions? And like I said, I think the existing statute is provided. The difference I think with the pension contributions and the pension activity is that the dollars are not pre-tax dollars. Well, I saw. I guess it depends.
They are.
Oh, okay. Well, I know the state ones aren't. So, we don't get any break on the state side in terms of contributions going in. So, we do for deferred compensation, but that's separate and that's taxed. So, in terms of the pension side, we don't get a tax break on payments.
Well, that's the state money, which isn't taxed anyway.
Well, it would to the recipient. But anyway, I understand the argument, and
it's a
that is
question.
and that is one of the things that came up in terms of arguing that pension should be taxed. And we've discussed that a lot at the state level, and it just gets back to what's the best way to deal with pension income and other revenue. So the Tax Review Commission on a number of instances said we ought to tax pensions, but legislature hasn't been willing to do it.
I'm not suggesting that because it doesn't make sense to make a promise, which is I think was your point, to make a promise when you get this money we're not going to tax it, and then go back and they've made their plans based on that. That's unfair.
Right.
But I don't understand why mine should be taxed and others shouldn't.
Thank you. Okay.
Last question.